What is up, everyone?
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us. Wow, over 200 people
Say hi.
tuning in. And I was concerned. What are you doing?
Elle wanted to be in this live stream a little bit. She
Oh
she
my
wants to be
God.
part of it.
There's always it's always something with Woody. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I wasn't sure if anyone was tuning in because we had such a short notice, for everyone. By the way, can everyone hear us okay? Hopefully we're coming out loud and clear. I don't know if how the delay with the video and the audio is coming along. That's always a gamble. I don't know. We'll see. But let us know if anything is wrong. In the past we have kind of delayed these live streams along. Like we've taken forever to give away prizes, but not today. Today we want to just cut to the chase and give away some of these prizes. But also take the opportunity to answer some questions, right? People have questions for us.
Can I pause?
No
pausing today.
This is live.
I love pause.
You still don't
But
understand
the
how
pausing
this works. No.
I love pausing.
That's not how that works.
Okay. I have
Okay.
ability
So,
there too,
no,
though.
that's not how any of this works.
All right.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to be answering questions for you guys online. So if you have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and ask, and we're happy to answer. So go ahead and drop the question on the chat. And while you do that, I will be pulling up some questions that I will be asking you guys so you can go ahead and answer, because today, just like we did for our 10,000 subscriber giveaway, we're going to be asking questions, and the first person who answers the question will get the prize. We don't have a mountain of prizes to give away. We have about 10 things we want to give away today. Of course, we want to build a really, really awesome, prize bucket for our 50,000 subscriber giveaway. I've already started reaching out to Orca Torch and some other companies to pitch in and do some awesome stuff for us. But for this one, we still want to hook you guys up because we're really, really thankful about all the support and the fact that people are watching our videos and hitting the like button and subscribing. And also to all of our members, for people out there that don't know, you can become a member of Dive Talk. And we have 3 membership levels. They all come with their own benefits, depending on what membership you pick. One of the biggest benefits is that you get access to all of our content way before everyone else. Like yesterday, for example, 2 tiers of our 3 tiers of memberships got access to the video coming out on Friday. And people are really excited about it. We got some really good feedback about the Friday video, so they're really, really excited. Take 7 said answer is 42. That's close, but no, that's not the answer. Sorry about that. Good try though.
Jet ski go boom.
Oh boy.
Yes. I got a lot of comments about that. Big boom.
Horrible.
I may change the title to Jet ski go big boom.
All right. So
how awesome is that? I mean,
Woody,
do you understand? We're gonna push a button in a jet ski. I cannot wait for that one.
That's not how any of that works either. You have access to the questions as well, Woody. So let's go and see if we can catch up. Somebody asked what was our favorite food. Steak for me. So that's easy. What do you like?
I'm gonna have to go overall. I think I'm a sushi guy when it's just fish. I don't eat any shellfish, but basic fish. I have to admit I love sushi, which is a problem when I'm scuba diving and I see like a yellowtail snapper underwater, because then I get hungry. Anyway.
We do get this question a lot. Is it safe for a person with asthma to dive? I mean, really the standard answer for that for us as an instructor is if your doctor says it's okay, then it's okay. I mean, I assume asthma has different levels. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it used to be a no-go. I remember in the early years, automatically if you had asthma, the doctor wouldn't sign off. Now it's up to your doctor, as Gus said. I see a question. Who's the better diver, Gus or Woody? Very, very easy, Gus.
Stop it.
No, I'm serious.
No.
So easy.
Stop. No,
I don't even have to.
Woody had been diving for 40 years when I was born. So no, that's easy.
Did you see my last cave diving?
Let's see. Man, we have so many questions. This guy's asking, how far can you fireman carry me? I don't know. We should try, Woody. And then we'll see how long you go to the hospital for. So,
let's see. I'm just trying to read them. They're flying by.
would you advise against buying a cylinder secondhand? No, I own cylinders that I bought secondhand. As long as they pass hydro and VIP or visual inspection, you're good to go. I happen to be certified visual inspector for tanks, so I also know how to check them out, but there's nothing wrong with them. If they are visually inspected and hydroed, then buy them. No problem.
Is the podcast ever going to come back? Look, we've been talking about that. It takes us a lot of time to do these. And right now we're focusing on the YouTube channel. It may come back, but we want to keep building our subscription base on YouTube. And they take a lot of time. We have so much amazing, epic content coming. So for a while, we're going to focus only on YouTube.
Somebody says, when is our next cave dive? I think mid-September, right? It's our next one, and we're gonna be recording some epic content.
Yep.
Also,
yes, that's some of the live stuff that you guys want us to be doing, like tanks go boom underwater, cut at depth, stuff like that. And we will be digging for gold soon.
No,
we'll make some good money doing that.
We're not.
I already got my little suction cup thing. Thanks to some of you guys and scales and all that, and I got you some too. I didn't want to tell you that, but I got you one of your own suction cup.
Waste of money.
Let's see. Let me read some more. Bring the podcast to YouTube. Two birds, one stone.
Oh my God, this guy Jack. Wait. I gotta single this one out. Jack is asking, what brand is better, Smacko or Spare Air? I want to die. Okay, I can tell that he's being sarcastic, which I appreciate because I speak full sarcasm. I'm fluent on that. They're both equally awful or equally good if you want to die, I guess. No, but in all seriousness, one of the things that we want to do is, obviously, as most people in the industry, we believe that those are gimmicks. You know, they give people false confidence that you think you have plenty of air if your stuff fails to save yourself, and you're not. And we are thinking about putting that to the test. So one of the tests that we want to do is we want to go down to like 100 feet or something and then bail out to a Spare Air and see if you can make it out. Okay, would it work?
Yeah, here's what's going to happen at 100 feet with your Spare Air. And it's empty.
And you're dead.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Spare Air.
Of course, we're going to do this very safely. We're going to be, decked out and with a rebreather and side mount tank and everything. So this is not going to be unsafe, but we want to test it. We want to do a real live test. You're down at depth and you run out of air. Now what?
Right.
And we'll see.
Can you all train instructors? I am an instructor trainer with SSI for recreational diving, for open circuit recreational diving. So if you want to become an instructor in SSI, then we run what's called an instructor training class. I run it here with not my dive shop, but the dive shop Gus and I both teach out of is called Sea Ventures, which was recently acquired by Dive Ventures, and it's located here in Alpharetta. And I do ITCs, instructor training classes, for SSI certification about twice a year. Thank you, Jack.
Jack,
really
with a super chat asking us this thoughtful question. Can I dive a wreck with 30 Spare Air bottles on my D-rings? You can always do anything once. So, sure. The answer is yes. You can totally do that.
Helium is limited. What is our next option when it's gone? Here's what I've been told about that. I actually have been told by some chemists recently that helium is, did they say the most abundant gas on the planet or one of the most abundant gases on the planet? The extraction of helium is the issue. So I don't really believe it's going to be gone, and I don't know what the other option is. I haven't been told of a good one.
Wow, Sean is saying, just remember, if we're doing the air test and something happens, he's not coming for us, so he's going full Cerrone on us.
Sean?
Thanks, Sean.
But Sean, you're like a major So does he like us?
I thought he was a friend, but oh well. So I thought, let's put the teeth that I had for Sean to the side. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that was a nice one, but
Yep.
let's keep that one. Sean.
Sorry. Okay, let's see. We've missed so many questions. Probably, guys. Sorry about that. It's going like crazy.
Jack said hydrogen in answer to my question for helium. Yeah, but I heard that hydrogen, when we're mixing O2, certainly for us rebreather divers, I think hydrogen go big boom or gets very unstable once oxygen hits it. So I don't know.
Where would you never dive? This person is saying,
where would you never dive?
That's a weird question.
Where would you well, I think some of the videos that we've shown recently, probably some of the places that the caliber of a Mike Young or Ed Sorensen could go. Gus and I both agree that we're cave divers, but only caves that have been explored, that have big enough openings and restrictions that we can get through. So we wouldn't go on unexplored caves to the level that those guys would go to. Gus and I both agree we would not be capable of that.
Favorite place to dive? It depends on what kind of dive you're doing. Favorite cave is different than favorite open seas. I don't know if I have a favorite place that I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. It's more of a favorite activity. As of now, in open water, favorite thing to do is kill lionfish, by far. Nothing compares.
For me, I really do. I've said this before. I try my hardest to answer the question of what's your favorite dive to say this dive and the next dive I'm going to do. It sounds corny, and I am corny, but I really want to live in the moment of diving. It's with new people. It's a new place. It's a new experience. So it's always that dive. With that said, Southeast Asia is epic. One of the places I cried again underwater was Indonesia. If you get the privilege of going to Indonesia and diving, take it. Do it.
Somebody's asking, can you dive in the Great Lakes? Yes, I think Woody's going there
next week.
Next week, yep.
Next week. I'm going to film it, by the way, Gus, for us as much as I can. I am diving on my rebreather and, of course, dry suit with some other KISS rebreather divers pretty deep in the Great Lakes. The wrecks there are supposed to be pristine because they're in fresh water. Can't wait.
Yep. Somebody asked, what do I think about diving in quarries? And this person is also asking, do you all do any diving in Georgia? I think they're connected. Here in Georgia, a lot of the diving you're going to do is going to be quarry diving. There's not a whole lot of, diving at sea. So, I think if you want to go diving, that is really the best way to do it. That is cost effective. By far the best dive that you're going to do, especially in the Atlanta metro area, is the aquarium. If you can afford to, do the dive with the gentle giants every once in a while, that's the best dive that you're going to have because it's epic, right? You're in the best conditions ever. But, quarry diving is okay. It's just that once you do, 50 to 100 dives in the same hole in the ground, you kind of get bored of it.
A lot of people are asking me what Great Lakes. I'm going with a good friend of ours that lives up in that area. I think we're diving
just show up and go along
wherever they say, and I think more out of the Milwaukee area, actually. So I'm kind of ignorant. I guess I need to do some research, but they have it all planned out.
Sean asked a good question. Any
Thank
plans?
You, Mark.
Any plans to dive the Blue Hole in Dahab, Egypt? I would love to. Absolutely love to do the Blue Hole.
Me too.
No
immediate plans, but we both have said we would love to.
We would love to. Concern lights harm marine life native to the cave. I don't know, really. There's not a whole lot of life in the cave to begin with, and it's all cave adapted. They're blind, they're translucent, they're pretty cool to see, and I don't really know if it hurts them, to be honest.
Wow, that is a really awesome comment. I think it's Jedi just made.
Jedi.
And he talked about sharks, and helping protect them. A lot of you did watch what was a brutal video to make and show, which was the shark slaughter video, and it's crazy. It's hard to believe, isn't it? 100 million sharks a year are slaughtered, but
Yeah.
Thank you for saying
Robin
that
is
comment.
asking, what's the best place to dive with sharks in an ecological friendly way? Everywhere. Sharks are everywhere. I like to dive in Florida. Just drift diving in West Palm is awesome. Sometimes you jump in and there's this bull sharks that are like the size of like Harley Davidsons. I mean, they're humongous and they're awesome. Gail is on. Shout
Hi,
out to Gail.
Hi. I
Great
agree.
friends.
Jupiter West Palm is fantastic. Lake Michigan, both out of Milwaukee, and Hammond, Indiana is where I'm going to be diving. Thank you, Gail, because she's going to be with us.
Gail is going to be there.
There you go. And I'm not even sure which Rex, but Gail would know, and another friend of ours, Joseph, who's helping organize it, will know.
Positive and negative of wearing a tether. I don't even know what to say to that.
Have either of you ever met or talked to Don Shirley? The Dave Shaw incident is so interesting. It's been recommended to us. It is something that I would very much like to do, especially since I botched the first time I did it. A lot of the facts, it was just a raw reaction at that point, and then we corrected them. It would be really nice to speak with him. So thank you for supporting us and asking us that question.
Can I ask our audience a question, or is this just like, are we the ones answering? Is it frowned upon if I ask them something?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question. So we may have an opportunity. Let me go back for a second. So for those of you who watched our video on the cave diving rescue, the one from Woody Jasper, which is still one of my favorite ones that we've ever done, right? Epic. If you haven't seen it,
for sure,
please go check that out. It's one of the best videos we've ever reacted to. Great story where Woody Jasper goes into a cave. He was like a picnic, gets his stuff, goes in and rescues some people out of a cave, uncertified divers to go into the cave. We may be able to interview Woody Jasper.
Yes.
Right? So
Wow.
the question is, would you guys be interested on watching that interview? Because initially, initially, I just thought that we just talked to Woody. I just want to meet him. I mean, I'm such a big fan of Woody Jasper, of course, and we have the opportunity to talk to him. The question is,
well,
should we go?
Look at the answers. It's flying. It's yes, 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 yes. Wow, yes. Okay.
Should we go through the trouble of setting this up and doing it for Dive
I mean,
Talk?
look at this, guys. Okay, we're going to do it. You could stop all the definite yes and wows because we will do that. So
all right. So we'll bring Woody.
That's a yes.
Woody and Gus on the show.
Can't wait.
Talk to Woody Jasper. Yeah, what a legend. Okay, let's give something away. I feel like we're answering questions, but let's do
Woody. Hold on, Woody. Pause, Gus. Yeah, he's great. I love Gus's comments all the time. I learn a lot from him. Okay, go for it. So, give something away.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is a simple one, and let's see. Let's start with something small first. I have an Orca Torch T-shirt.
Wow, Ruth. Thank you.
Let's just start with something small. It's an Orca Torch T-shirt. This one is an easy question. Most people will know the answer to this one. What is the title of our most watched video so far? What's our most popular video? You answer that, and we'll send you an Orca Torch T-shirt, brand new, in the bag, to you. Hopefully it fits. If you're small, you can, gift it away.
And while you're thinking about that answer, on the legends that we're interviewing, like Ed's video, for example, just so you all are aware, I'm trying my absolute best actually not to say a lot on those. And I think Gus did the same. We want them to do most of the talking. I hope you like that style because, frankly, they're free-flowing and they have so much to say. There's nothing of value for me necessarily to add unless it's a real question of something I'm confused about. So when we're interviewing them, like Ed Sorensen, a lot of you had asked if we would, comment more during it, but the answer is probably going to be no, because what are we going to add to, somebody like him?
I just wanted to say, because there's a lot of answers coming. Morale, one of our members, just answered that first, so congratulations to Morale for winning that one.
Great.
I hope I'm saying that right, Morale.
Okay, well, say the answer so everybody knows.
It's the Yuri Lipsky video. It's our most watched video. I think is about to hit around 400,000 views. So it's between 300 and 400,000 at this point. So good job. All right. So you were saying that you were quiet because
No,
there's not a whole lot to what.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to be respectful. And if we have to set something up, like Gus commented a lot at the beginning of it, and he set up the story or set up why we're doing this, or during it near the end, I asked him a couple of questions of clarification. But for the most part, you're going to find that we want them to tell their story. They really have tremendous information far beyond what we know and our knowledge level. We are not very experienced cave divers. We're learning and trying to get better, but these are the legends of the legends. So that will be the style of those.
For sure. All right, let's see. Are there any questions right here? I just got my open water, fell in love with diving. What 2 specialties do you think will be the most useful for me to get next? You know, that's a really tough question. We do get that question all the time, you know, as instructors. What's the most important one? My brother just got certified in April, and he was asking me that as well. And the question I always ask is, where do you want to go as a diver? For him, obviously, because he's my brother, he's like, well, I want to be a cave diver. I want to do all this stuff. So he is going into deep diving. You know, he's doing the specialties about like night and limited visibility. Those are the specialties that, you know, kind of connect with cave diving down the line. Rather than doing something like marine biology and some of these other specialties that are not really connected to cave diving. But if you want to go into that, fish ID, marine biology, you know, shark ecology, those specialties will be better for you. So it's really hard to answer without knowing where you want to go in the future, what kind of diver you want to be.
Mark Mullins, first of all, thank you. And is the agency more important for tech classes than rec? Thoughts on GUE? So look, I'm going to go back to the answer that I give often. It's not the agency. It really comes down to the instructor. That's what it came down to for me. Who do you relate to? Who do you respect? What are they teaching? What are they diving a lot of? Is it for the class that you want to take? GUE is great. Most of the agencies are really good, but the instructor is what is critical. So decide what you want to do and then do your research on that instructor and talk with them, interview them, because it's going to matter greatly. That's how I would answer that question. As far as what's the next class that you should do, I want to chime in as well. So Gus, perfect answer in my opinion. What do you want to do? But if you want to just do non-cave diving, you want to go further with your open water diving, I always tell people to do navigation. Because what happens is when you first get certified, you really are doing a lot of following, like just follow a guide for a while, but you really want to get comfortable with navigating underwater yourself. So underwater navigation is a really awesome class to learn.
Heather, who is also one of our cheerleaders, she was telling people to like our video and stuff. So thank you, Heather, for that.
Thanks.
She's asking when we'll be seeing the next Ed Sorensen story video. All right. So I'll just come clean about that video. One of the things that happened while we were recording the Ed Sorensen video, the second video, is there was a huge storm happening at the time, like humongous. And while we were recording that, we lost power for like 5 or 10 seconds. And this is all in the video, by the way, which is I hate myself that I missed the opportunity to ask Ed if he got scared when we lost power. By the way, I'm like, are you okay? Because you know how he's always like novice and stuff. Right. But because we lost electricity and went completely black for a second, I was going to ask Ed. It's like, are you okay?
I'm sure he's really scared.
Yeah. I hated myself. Because
By the way,
like,
Thomas, we're going to get back to your question about red flags for a bad instructor.
Yeah.
I'm going to just give me a second. Let Gus finish.
So we were recording the video. recording the video. And I think about, 30 minutes in or 40 minutes in, the power went off and it was gone for good. So we couldn't finish recording what I feel like had about 10 or 15 more minutes to go. And really the last 10 or 15 more minutes to go were really the kicker. Like that's when things get really crazy. Actually, it's the part of the story that is called The Miracle. And
Amazing.
I need to go back, or we need to go back to Mariana and record that piece.
Yeah.
So it might take a few weeks for that video to come out. I have the first part, which is really like I consider to be 75 to 80% of the video done. We just need to wrap it up. So,
all right. So 2 questions. One was what are red flags about an instructor? The second one, that's an important question. What's the difference between a nitrox and advanced nitrox class? First question, red flag for an instructor for me. If that instructor is all about themselves, and the way you're going to know that is they're kind of that bragging ego tone, and there's a lot of that in our industry, and they're not asking you a lot of questions about what do you want, what's your goals, what would you like to accomplish, and then helping guide you down that path and educating you about the way to get to where you want to go. But instead, it's me, the instructor, me, I'm the greatest, I'm blah, blah, blah. Bad. Move away. That's my opinion. Advanced nitrox versus nitrox. So nitrox is going to allow you to dive and bring your oxygen level up to 40%. You're usually not going to get that high of a blend. Advanced nitrox gets into decompression diving. So it allows you to go beyond the no deco limit and switch to a higher oxygen content beyond 40%. That's a summary. We don't have time to go through the whole class, but well worth it because now you're starting to use different gas mixtures at different depths for different purposes. I hope that answers that question.
all right. Johnny's asking, explain how it feels to be in a silted out cave for the first time if you can. Well, the first time you're not in a silted out cave, but on like zero visibility is during training, but it's simulated, so you kind of expect it. It's not the same thing. I think for me, the first time was when we were going to Woody's room at Peacock Springs. It was like, I don't know, like my 10th cave dive after training or something like that. And to get to Woody's room, it's like this super narrow tunnel. And I was third in line. I was right behind Woody. Woody was second in this line. And as we're going into this tunnel, I'm already at zero visibility. So I knew that when we were coming out, it was going to be zero. So I'm already thinking, like, I remember that I'm moving the line, like, because I see that the line is buried at some pieces. And I'm, like, lifting it off the mud. Like, because I knew I was going to have to okay the line on the way out. Because I'm like, this is going to be zero vis on the way out. So it was very, very early in my cave diving career, I guess. And at some point, we got to wherever we needed to go. We got to like a corner or something, and we said, turn around. I think I got so close to Woody's face to be able to see him just to tell me, turn around. I saw like his finger move around, and I'm like, okay. And I turn around, and he was zero vis. Did you see any? Can you see my fins? Because I have bright orange fins.
Only a little bit, maybe like when they were 6 or 3 inches from my face.
Yeah.
My first time being in zero vis in a cave, what came to my mind is it really is zero vis.
Yeah.
Like you hear about it, but then when you can't see your dive computer, imagine I'm holding it right up to my eyes and I still can't read it. And there's just nothing but granular sand in your face. And by the way, you can taste it a little as well. It's so much that a little bits of it come through your rag. Then you respect what it means to not lose the line. You would not be able to see your own dive computer held up to your face. By the way, there was some questions where some people supported us that have asked, maybe can you scroll back up a little bit? I don't want to just blow those off. I think there's one more higher. I'll try to get to all of those. Somebody said, no question, just let's make the jet ski go boom.
Oh
I cannot wait to blow one up. I'm already in the process of purchasing it, so
what?
I'm going to let Gus probably push the button.
Oh, my
maybe. Can you go up a little bit more? It's going boom, and he's diving for gold. Keep going up. Keep going up. I don't want to miss their questions when they.
I don't know how far I'm going.
Yeah,
I know earlier somebody asked.
I just hate missing them because they really
consider caving to get to us.
Somebody supported us. They gave us a.
Oh,
was it? What's the different? No, okay, you can go back down. We already answered that one. We already answered that one. I'm trying to just be considerate.
Yeah, it's hard to get through everybody. Yeah, so
some of them ones that there's one more lower than that. Do either of you have any experience with generalized anxiety disorder in diving? I have dealt with some of it through the classified dive program. And that, again, gets back to making sure that your doctor signs off on the required medical form that all divers have to sign before they enter the water. You would acknowledge a prescription that you may have for that, and then your doctor has to sign a form that says, even with that, you're okay to dive. Will you do a meetup in
Michigan?
Michigan?
Sure, why not? Everybody go and meet Woody.
Yeah, I mean, you understand how many hugs? I just want to be in giant group hugs. Even recently, I was just diving in Pompano, and some people commented that they thought it was me on the next boat over or whatever, and they didn't come and say hi. I mean, why? I really know this about myself. I'm not kidding, guys. I'm not being humble for the sake of being humble. I'm just a diver, just like you. I mean, honestly, I'm okay.
Yeah,
I dive. So please, let's talk about diving and hang out if we're ever around.
Somebody also sent us a message when we were diving with Ed, and they're like, "Oh, I saw you guys before you went into the dive with Ed, and I wanted to come in and shake your hand, but I didn't." And I'm like, "Oh, man, it would have been so awesome if you came in and be like, oh, I know who you guys are, and I don't know who you are," to Ed. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, but we probably were nervous since we're around Ed, and we don't even barely want to breathe or talk. But
yeah. Are you ever going to come to the UK? We'd love to. Absolutely.
I was there once for meeting with Steve Pryor, who was a idol of mine in diving. He is a PADI Platinum course director, and he taught me for the purposes of when I became a PADI instructor, helped prep me for the PADI IE. He's a legend. Hi, Woody and Gus, and love you all. Thanks.
Thank you.
Joe's Crab Shack. Where?
Somebody's asking us if we've been to Panama City Beach. We've been diving to Pensacola and all that area there a few times together, killing lionfish.
Yeah, Marcella. I mean, I have a sucky tube, and exactly, let me search for gold. But don't worry, he's going to be in there with me. That is coming. I already have the place we're doing it in. I don't want to say where, but it's not far from here, and there's gold. It's a town not far from Atlanta, and there's gold, and Gus is going to really be loving the amount of gold we get.
Josh is asking us to check Facebook. Maybe he doesn't know that I'm live and busy. Steven can, you can go away with that stupid comment about why divers roll backwards from the boat. I'm sick of hearing that. Would you ever consider ice diving? Woody actually has been ice diving. I was considering it until I saw what he did, and then I'm like, I'm never gonna do this unless I'm in Antarctica. Then I'll do it because I want to dive in every continent. Let's see.
Woody or Gus, what's your max depth in a cave? For me,
Eagle's Nest.
Yeah, I think we went.
12.
Was it 200-ish?
Yeah.
That was on Normoxic. So we were on a mixed gas with helium.
Yep.
Let's see what else. Hey, Steven. I don't know why you're
All right, let's give something up.
crying.
Let's give something away. Let's do one tooth. This is a beauty. Look at this.
I hope that
Somebody told me
focuses.
how to
Man,
do
that's
this.
pretty.
Says put your
nice.
hand
It just
behind
focused.
Look at that.
The shape of this one is just gorgeous. That is one that I found. I recognize it because notice it still has the reminiscences of the growths on it because I'm not a good tooth cleaner.
No.
But this was the first time I ever went megalodon shark tooth hunting and found this one myself. So
By the way, Max is saying to give a shout out to the merch store. Yep, shop.divetalk.com if you want a t-shirt. By the way, Woody's wearing a t-shirt. Dive Talk. Some people are like, I want to buy that one, but I don't see it on the shop. Well, what happens is that every single t-shirt, hoodie, everything we sell has our logo in the front. But because of that, they are all kind of showing the back. So what you're buying, what you're seeing on the merch store is the logo that you're going to get on the back. They all have this logo on the front, the Dive Talk logo. So that's what's going on. Okay, so this is a mech tooth. This is 5+ million years old, and we're going to give it away to a lucky winner right now.
First hand ever to touch it in 5+ million years was mine.
That was Woody's hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so let's see. What's the name of the guest that we had on our Mr. Ballin claustrophobic places reaction video? We had that one recent.
Yeah.
People like that. So what's the name of the guest?
I loved it.
All right. Cameron Smith.
Yes,
coming in with a win. It is Mike Young.
Hey, Bender, that's funny. I'm laughing because he said Woody got that from a live Megalodon from back in the day. I am that old. Yeah, I feel like it at times. That's true. Anyway, okay, somebody got that it was Mike Young. And, man, Mike, we are going to do more interviews with him as well. He's just such a good person.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's just friendly and humble and awesome. He is the owner of Kiss Rebreathers, and we are huge, huge fans of Mike's.
Check this one out. Come on, camera.
Maybe back. Oh, nice.
Okay.
You turn it.
This one is pretty awesome.
Beauty. I think that's from my original batch as well that I remember. I can always tell when they're not super clean.
Yep. Okay, so this is an awesome tooth. And this one, it's actually going to go to a member. All right, so only members for this one. The first member who answers the next question is going to get this tooth. And the question is, what piece of equipment was recently added to our kit, allowing Woody to pause videos whenever he wants? So pretty straightforward. First member who answers that gets this tooth. 5 million plus years old.
Yes. Finally. I was set free. I'm finally free. My Gus was... is that Cameron?
Well, Cameron Smith is not a member. So this one is only for members. All right, Lerner Smith. So Lerner Smith wins this one.
I've got the power. I got the power. My head explodes, everybody. I have to. I mean, why just watch the video? I mean, we just have to comment.
All right, Leonard, congratulations. We have one more thing to give away later to members only. So if you haven't become a member, we have, like I said, 3 membership tiers. The lowest one is Toe Dippers, $3 a month. And again, it helps us create these videos. We have some crazy ideas that we're going to be creating in September. So thank you so much for helping us with that. And then we have Dive Buddies and Argonauts. They are $10 and $15 a month, and they get access to our content ahead of everyone else, days ahead of everyone else. And our Argonauts get even swag from us as well. That is only for our members. So, and obviously, they get an opportunity to win some of these prizes that are only for members, like that tooth. Cool. So this will be a good opportunity for one of you. If you have been thinking about becoming a member, become a member right now. There's a join button right at the bottom of this screen somewhere. It says join, pick up membership level, and then you'll be able to opt in for some of these giveaways.
Thanks, Aaron.
And Max, again, plugging in the shop.divetalk.com, and also the Discord server. So I'm not really sure a whole lot about Discord or how that works, but Max is the administrator. He's helping us out. He's a member. So thanks, Max, for that. All right. Let's see.
I'm reading. There's flying comments everywhere, and they're awesome, and it's making our day.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see. I don't see any more questions. So
I have a triple cappuccino down here.
Do we give away something else?
Get a little chatty.
How about some sunglasses?
Yeah. Oh, they're epic. Let's give away some sunglasses, and let me get a little hit of 100% pure triple shot caffeine. Oh, I love this.
All right. All right. So for those of you who are unfamiliar,
yes,
Woody actually owns a company that makes these sunglasses in Italy. We've talked about this before. We've given away a few of these in the past. People really like them.
And they'll take a picture with them. We always love, by the way, I wanted to mention that again. If you would send us a photo when you get your prize, I don't know, kind of makes our day. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's awesome. So these are pretty awesome, and we want to give away a few of them. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And this one is open for everyone, not just members.
So these sunglasses, in the lenses themselves, they're Essilor lenses. They're really top notch. They're handmade in Italy. Every part of them, they're anti-scratch. Some are polarized, some aren't. You don't always want polarized. And they have a big wrap. So for divers, you want full eye protection. You want them to wrap. See how they wrap around Gus's face? He looks really good in those, by the way. Can you wear those from now on?
These are mine.
Like always?
No, not always, but these are pretty awesome.
No, they look great, and they're really well made. They have anti-distortion, anti-scratch. They don't scratch. They have anti-fog stuff in them, and I spent a ton of time designing them, and I'm just not trying to promote them. I'm trying to tell you that if you win them, you're going to get a really fine pair of glasses.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh, somebody said vote if Woody should take off his hat. I say yes. For the rest of the live, hat comes off. I'm a little sunburned. I try not to be, but I keep my head covered always when I'm diving because I had a little basal cell.
Oh, my God. Everyone is trying to get this meetup set up. The other thing that we were thinking about doing is for those who are actual divers.
What meetup?
In the channel.
Oh,
In Michigan, yeah.
Yes, please. Will you, Gail, is there a way that you could tell everybody where we're going to be? And so why not? I mean, I don't think we can dive together, but I want to meet.
Yeah, why not? But anyway, for those who are divers, they're talking about like maybe we should do like a meetup in like South Florida or something and see who wants to come and get like a boat with Jimmy and we all go diving together. That would be awesome,
yeses. Right? Everything's a yes.
Like 20 of us together and go diving or something?
Totally would love
that would be awesome. All right.
I'm cold usually down here in Gus's studio, by the way. So if you wonder why do I wear a hat in his studio, because I don't really care about what I look like. I care about that he freezes me all the time.
Yes.
He likes to keep its place like a refrigerator.
I love it.
So only a little while without the hat because I'm already. What were you saying? I lost track like usual.
I just said we should go diving. Yeah.
And maybe we could all stay at Ocean Treasure.
Yeah.
I own a hotel down there in Lauderdale by the sea, and it's set up for divers. We could do
awesome.
Night diving. After we all go to dinner, we could go back out at like 11 o'clock at night and do some awesome night diving together. I mean, that would be really fun. That is the purpose of our channel. We just want to hang with divers and dive.
Pretty simple question for these sunglasses right here, and we have a ton of them. So I'm trying to show it, but it's hard. So when you win it, we'll talk via email, and we'll kind of like see what you like in terms of style and color and whatever. We'll try to send you something that matches what you like. But the question is, on a recent video, hopefully people have been watching. This is open for everybody. On a recent video, Woody suggested that we try diving with a new gas that we've never tried. Which gas was he talking about?
Yes.
All right.
I sure did.
Let's see. Let's see who gets this one.
All my ideas, I'm going to have to admit right now, they're not always logical, rational.
All right. Head Stump 49 answer first.
Yep.
So Head Stump.
Yep. Look at those answers. Woody, what is your go-to coffee order? I get a cappuccino large with always an extra shot or 2 of espresso and 2 raw sugars. It's literally on my phone as my favorite. I know coffee people, some love Starbucks, some don't. I do like it. I like our basic Starbucks coffee. Also, Dunkin' Donuts. When I go to Dunkin' Donuts, that's when I really want to get a pop. Regular coffee. Nothing special. I think has the most caffeine. Same if you're going to buy coffee, get a light roast or medium roast, not a dark roast, because that brews out the caffeine. Okay.
Somebody pointed out that it was Cameron who answered the question, and that is true, but Cameron already won, so you can only win once.
Sorry, Jack. I
Thank
saw
you for calling me out
70 times before I had the question. I
But
guess
yes.
there's a delay.
So yeah,
I
if you
hear your
want,
point.
if you want something,
But
I
Ja-
apologize. You already won. You cannot win them all just because you have good internet,
so
Cameron.
Okay. So Jack's point is like he saw the answers before hearing the question, so I guess there's a delay on some people's internet, and we're just doing the best we can here with the technology we have.
Somebody asked me to call out like which watch I'm wearing. Like I've got a few questions about like you should start a watch channel. I don't collect watches. Like I don't know why people have the idea that I have like 100 watches.
What watch do you think I'm wearing right here? Can anybody see it? It's blurry. I don't know how to fix that, but any
That's
okay, Shearwater Tarek.
Yeah, Shearwater Tarek. I have one of those too, right here.
Yep.
They're awesome. Mine is
Fantastic.
dead though. I have to charge it. But right now I'm wearing a Milgauss.
Please meet up in Michigan,
really wanna
hippie.
know.
I would love to. All I know I'm told to do is bring my rebreather, which I have literally right next to me right now because I'm going to do something with it in a little while. And I land in Chicago, and then Yosef and Gail and some of the others that live up in there are just like, this is what we're doing. This is where you're eating. This is where you're diving. And I'm like, yes, great. Here I go. Let's go. And I think it's going to be freezing, but I've got dry gloves and heaters and everything else.
And yes,
I'd love to.
Woody wears a Tarek always.
Yeah.
I try to change it once in a while. Like today I'm wearing orange, and this watch that I'm wearing happens to have an orange second hand. So it matches. It's pretty.
You know how glad
like
I am
it.
that Gus is my partner in this? You're awesome, dude. Seriously, you're just a natural at it. I mean, I don't think of the videos. I don't think of a lot of the topics. Gus does, and he's just really creative with it. And all this technology. I mean, I just learned how to use the keyboard, let alone everything else. I mean, so really, thank you very much. I feel like you deserve a shout out from me. Why did I say that? Because you started talking about that you're wearing orange, and I'm like, yeah, you look pretty good in orange.
Somebody pointed out that they noticed that I matched the light in the background to the shirt that I'm wearing, and I'm like, wow, finally somebody figured that out after like 8 months of videos.
And
that
usually
was
you've
pretty
got
cool.
mine with like a purple tint, a pink tint.
Yeah. Well,
I
because
love pink.
you like pink. Yeah, that's why.
I wish I could show my rebreather. It's just sitting there right next to me. I call her my baby.
It will be on a future video. That's for sure.
Put that baby on.
All right, so let's do another pair of sunglasses. This one just for members. So once again, I gave you a warning. If you wanted to be a member, this was the right time to become a member. Another question for members. Running out of questions here, which means we're gonna run out of prices. Super simple question. And I think members are fans, so they're going to get this one right. So Woody firmly believes, this is true, by the way, totally true. Woody firmly believes that octopus are what species?
Oh,
What are they?
I mean, I know.
This is not for the video. He wasn't joking about this. This is
Well, I know
legit.
I'm right. I mean, I'm sorry.
This is just for the members.
And
Here we go.
I'm right.
Tim answer first. It's aliens. You got this right. So glasses for
9 brains, 3 hearts.
They have 8 brains,
I went on
thought.
the 9.
No?
9. I just was wrong. It's 9. And I've done some more research about that topic. Google it, everybody. Are octopus aliens, or can octopus be traced to any species of in the world? Google it, and there's so much on this. So they're aliens.
You're
and
about
so
to
smart.
see our member numbers go down
Skyrocket.
right now. No, they're about to start going down. You'll see.
At
People are
night,
gonna be like, these people are nuts.
let's say you have your light on your hand, and at night, and you see the octopus. Don't shine your light on them. Shine it next to them. They're just. I love them so much.
All right. So that was that. Okay, we have 2 more prices to give away. Aaron is saying there's a delay of 30 seconds before the question comes in and people answering. Sorry about that. And yeah, I mean, we haven't found a best way to do this that deals with delays.
I see that more and more comments. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's read this big question from Seth. Used to be an open water diver until I was an idiot and ruptured my eardrum while diving. Sorry about that. Can't dive anymore because of sinus issues it caused. This show satisfies my diving itch. Thanks, guys. Well, Seth, thanks for saying that. I'm sorry about that. Wish you could.
Yeah. And thank you for the super chat, of course. Like we said, every time you guys donate anything to the channel, it's going to go to some epic content. I wish we could say that all the money we get, we use on videos, but we spend way more than.
Oh, yeah. This is not a profitable. Ruth and Josh, yes, Loctopus, they're amazing. They are incredibly intelligent. They may even have self-awareness. So a sign of intelligence is, are you aware that you exist? And there's some studies out there saying that they may, in fact, be self-aware, that they're aware that they are of themselves. I don't know. It's pretty incredible. 3 dislikes are probably Donald Cerrone fanboys. Yeah, I know. How could anybody have?
But we're fans of Donald Cerrone. Like,
I want to interview.
Way,
do you think he would?
I just want to say,
sit with us, or would he?
I wish. I mean, I would love to talk to him. By the way, there's another Donald Cerrone video out there.
Are we gonna be
that we could react to? But I feel like
I don't want to.
People.
Like him. I felt we were harsh a little bit.
No, I feel like we were factual. But there's another video out there, and it's not a cave dive; it's an open water dive, and he tells a story, and it's bananas.
I mean, if we could interview
it's
him,
also bananas.
But if we could let him defend and interview him while we're watching it, I think I would rather do that and let him have an opportunity to talk. I mean, he seems like a good guy. And by the way, just so you know, he's known as Cowboy. He has a tremendous fan base. I mean, his fans, they blasted us at times. So I really would like to meet him and say, man, tell your story, tell your side. And who are we to say that everything you did is wrong or whatnot? Because, yeah, he should be able to do that.
Yep. Mr. Ballin, collaboration. Mr. Yeah, well, here's the thing.
How about that whole thing?
We caught a lot of flack about calling him Mr. B. Allen. We posted the video where he himself is saying it's Mr. B. Allen. People call him Mr. Ballin. It's not. It's Mr. B. Allen.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play along with it because I'm tired of correcting people.
Right.
I'm just going to call him Mr. Ballin because he is calling himself Mr. Ballin now. He's tired of correcting people, and I'm tired of correcting people too. But the collaboration with Mr. Ballin is coming. He wants to do it. We want to do it. We're just trying to figure out when is the best time to do it. So that is going to be happening. There is a collaboration I really want to do, but I haven't heard from the person that I want to collaborate with. So if you know Mark Rober, please tell him that we want to work with him.
Yes.
I have some great ideas that I would love to do with Mark Rober.
My Octopus the Teacher, a Netflix
great.
special.
We both saw it. It was pretty awesome.
I cried.
Go diving with Mr. Ballin. We would love to.
Love to do that. A lot of people are talking about low visibility lakes like Hartwell, not far from us, but we dive in Lake Lanier, which has really bad visibility. So we do that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, but that will skyrocket the channel. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Ballin would definitely skyrocket us. He's incredible.
Yeah, and
he's so smart.
By the way, when we reacted to Mr. Ballin and the fact that we want to collaborate with him is regardless of whether we're going to get subs or not, we'd really appreciate the fact that he wants to come on, and the content that we want to collaborate with him on is stuff that he's a subject matter expert on. We're not, which is combat diving, which is what he did as a SEAL. I'm not a combat diver. I don't know what to, so we want to bring him in and react with him, and he's up for it. He told us he's looking forward to it, so we'll make it happen.
Definitely.
Okay. Let's see. We have 2 more things to give away. I think I ran out of questions. Well, I have one more question. So the next thing I want to give away is this thing right here. It's an Orca Torch D710. Our friends at Orca Torch continue to give us Some awesome prices. By the way, this is a world, exclusive for the 50,000 subscriber celebration. They're gonna give us a D630, a cave diving light, which is like super expensive.
And by the way, I am going to be switching my cave diving light to an Orca torch.
That's awesome.
From the light that I dive now, I want to upgrade, in my opinion, and I'm going to start diving with a Orca torch, and I will consult with one of their ambassadors named Gus on which one he thinks I should use.
Yeah, so the D630, which is my main light, they're giving us one to give away at the 50,000 celebration. So
Sweet.
that's gonna be awesome. So
Can I win it or no? That wouldn't be fair.
We'll see. D710. So this guy right here, it's awesome light. Actually, let me show you mine because I have it right here on my desk. Looks like this. This is my backup light for cave diving. 3,000 lumen. This little tiny thing. It's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And we're gonna give it away right now. The only stipulation for this one, just like with the other prices, is you have to publicly subscribe to Dive Talk and Orca Torch. For the other prices, the non-Orca Torch prices, you have to publicly subscribe to us. The description of this video includes step-by-step instructions on how to do that. So we do get that question sometimes, like, I subscribe to you. How do I know if it's publicly? It's on the description of this video, so you have the step-by-step instructions on how to do that. Question right here before we do the giveaway. Do you prefer canister or no canister light? It all depends on the mission. So if I'm doing a dive out in the open water and it's a short dive, especially open circuit, if I'm with students or whatever, this is all I'm taking for my primary light. No canister. I don't take my D630. If I'm doing a cave dive, I take that. It has a 5-hour battery life, which happens to be the same stack timer on my rebreather, which means how long my scrubbers will last. So it's the same length, a 5-hour dive. So it depends on what I'm doing. Okay, so give away the light.
Yep.
Okay, quick question. This is open for everyone. We've talked about this a few times today. How many types or tiers of memberships are available through Dive Talk? Pretty simple. How many tiers of memberships we have? All right, Robin wins with 3.
Yep.
Robin Zimmerman.
Hi, Robin. Congrats. Awesome light. Thank you, Orca Torch, once again. They've been supporters of ours from the start. Somebody suggested I make a video from the Georgia Aquarium. Yeah, I am planning on that. I did talk with Jonathan. He's the head of their
security safety.
He's their dive safety officer, and we have to go through some channels at the Georgia Aquarium to get that done, but that is in the works, and it will be amazing and blow your mind. Not the front of the house, the back of the house. Man, the technology there is wild. Whoa, Alec.
Yeah.
Can't find the membership stuff and starting my drive. Again, love the content. Keep it up. Down for Florida trips.
Thanks, Alex. Thank you again for the super chat. We appreciate that. So, Alex, if you watch any of our videos, right below like the video where you have the like and subscribe button, there should be another button called join. It just says join, like joining a club or a membership. When you click on that, then it will take you to it. It's also a link on the description of every single one of our videos. It says you want to, join Dive Talk. Here's a link, and you can click on that as well.
Somebody said mute the spammers. Do you know what that means, Gus? What does it mean, mute the spammers?
Don't know. Somebody's asking Jonathan Bird.
Diablo.
I don't know what that means. We like Jonathan Bird.
Love Jonathan Bird, yeah.
Yep.
Can we dive with you at the aquarium? That's tricky to organize, Aaron. It's all the diving there is through what's called their dive immersion program. It's heavily regulated, meaning they organize the dives. You have to dive with their gear. You go through their entire process. So it's kind of hard to organize to do it together. Robin, where do I subscribe to Orca Torch? I can't find their channel on YouTube. Gus?
You can, just search for Orca Torch. Their channel should pop up. Or else, in our channel, if you go to the tab where we have the channels we subscribe to, Orca Torch is one of them. So you'll find it there. You'll also find the channels to Mike Young, Ed Sorensen, and some of these other legends, Brian Kakog, Doug Eversole. We subscribe to them as well.
It says Orca Torch doesn't have a YouTube channel.
They do. We subscribe to them, and there's actually a couple of videos of me for Orca Torch that you don't find them in Dive Talk. They're there. I did a 1-hour live stream on Friday talking about cave diving, and it's not available through Dive Talk. It's only on the Orca Torch.
Seth, thank
channel.
you for saying that. There's 340 something people watching, but only 251 likes, and it really helps us, guys, if you would give us a like, and anybody that you could recommend if you think we're worthy to subscribe to us is going to help us to be able to keep this going. And we feel like we're helping the dive community at large, and even non-divers are loving this, and they're learning to respect divers, they're learning to respect the oceans, they're learning to respect caves. So we would appreciate if you could give us likes and certainly help us with getting more subscribers. We try to do the right thing on this channel.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. And we have one more thing we want to give away. I'm going to let Woody, I ran out of questions, so Woody, think of a question, because this is the big one. This was given to us by Mike Young. What a beauty. Look at that thing.
All right. It's I think it's a pretty
Make
good
it
question.
a hard question.
Well,
only like fans of the channel should know this one.
Which
and
class did Gus and I take together?
We asked that one last time.
Never mind. New
Think
question.
of a different one. Just take your time while I answer some of these other questions. Yeah, Dominican Republic with that, man, that story was bananas. I know, because I was there to record the video, and I cannot wait for you guys to see.
I'm going to ask a question. It's about myself, and they should know this. I've mentioned it a bunch of times.
All right.
Where is my hometown that I grew up diving?
Ooh, okay.
Because you said make it a hard one, and if they watched the channel, they would know this. I've spoken about it a bunch. Okay. Where is my hometown? Born and raised there, where I grew up diving. And I'll even say since I was age 11.
All right.
So they can, somebody got it.
Yep.
Was it the first person? Was it Diego?
Yep.
That is right. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's where my life started, and that's where I spent most of my life diving. It is still my favorite kind of diving, is open water diving. I like cave diving, but I love diving in the ocean because you love what you're used to. So thank you for knowing that.
Thank you guys so much. Diego, congratulations, man. This is epic. I mean, this tooth is just beautiful. Look at that thing.
So it's important for everybody that won.
Yes.
You've got to email us, because there was some confusion on this last time. info@divetalk.com. Put your name, put what you won.
Yep.
Because it helps us remember it.
And I have the list.
And your mailing address and your phone number.
Yep.
Because I got to ship all that stuff, and that'll help me tremendously. I do our shipping, so please do that.
Yep.
info@divetalk.com.
Yep.
Name, what you won, address, and phone number.
All right, I'll let you answer this one, Woody. Levi is asking, do you think a dive computer is needed for just recreational diving?
Yes. Not even one split second of hesitation. I don't think anybody should dive without a dive computer. It is pretty much what we teach exclusively now. We're not even really teaching the tables anymore, and it adds tremendously to safety. So absolutely, you should always dive with a dive computer.
Robin is asking a question. Do we pay for the shipping? Never. We have never asked for money to ship any of our prices.
Yeah, we pay for the shipping.
Yeah.
We pay for everything. You don't pay for anything. Yes.
We've never done that. Maybe one day when we get to like 1 million subscribers or something and people win like a DPV, then maybe we'll...
No, Hunter. I didn't take a shot at you. It wasn't... We weren't clear enough in that and on some of the previous prize giveaway. That's all. We just don't want there to be a delay in getting you what you won. That's all. That's the only reason I bring it up. And
Thank you. And
Wow, the
by the
Feel
way,
Good Index, $20.
yeah,
Thank you.
$20 super chat from the Feel Good Index. That's
So
bananas.
nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. I see people disconnecting. Thank you, like I said,
Thank you
for doing that. And for all your questions, we're still working on creating more videos, more content, more reaction videos. We found some crazy stuff, man. Right after this live stream is over, we're gonna react a couple ones. One of them is going to be long. I'm just gonna say it.
And it's going to have a lot of pauses. It's really going to get into closed circuit rebreather education as it relates to a tragic event that happened. So
I don't know how many people are gonna watch the whole thing.
you're going to have to accept the pauses. If you don't want to watch it with our commentary, which is going to be very important, it is out there to watch without our commentary. I mean, that's the purpose of the channel. So
yeah,
it's going to be long.
So it's going to be one of our longest video. And again, I'll explain a little bit more when we get to that. But yeah, we have some super cool stuff coming. Ruth, thank you so much for your super chat as well. We love you guys. Thank you for your support. We're looking forward to creating more content. We're looking forward to celebrating 50,000 subscribers with you guys. Let's see. One last thing, charity live stream one day. Sure.
Oh, cool. Great idea. That's actually, yes. I would say yes, that should happen. To some kind of a charity, perhaps on something we've discussed in the past. I don't know, shark ecology or the kids that are, having to dive for gold in those dangerous situations. I don't know. We'll come up with something, but I like that idea a lot.
Another video coming up. People have asked, what is your preparation like when you're going diving, setting up your rebreather? I want to see how you do it or whatever.
Oh,
well, we have
how
a
about
video
the one
that's step by step.
Yes.
Woody setting up his rebreather. He recorded the whole thing step by step. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but if you're interested on seeing how intricate this process is on putting this stuff together, well, that's coming.
Yeah, and that one's already been recorded. I don't expect it to be super popular, to be very popular among those of you that are certainly wanting to get into KISS rebreathers, but it's pretty neat to see it, and we're going to put that on the channel soon.
Leonard, it's saying, can you take a rebreather course with a rental unit, or can you try it before you commit to a specific brand? Because, of course, the course itself is expensive and the rebreather is expensive. Yeah, there's actually tried rebreathers. Yeah. You can do that. There's people that try rebreathers and try multiple, and then they decide to go for one of the different units because it is expensive. Both Woody and I are certified in 2 different units of rebreathers. I happen to be lucky enough that I did a bunch of research and I met Woody and, fell into KISS rebreathers and I decided to go for that. And I'm so glad I did.
Me too.
I didn't have to go into anything else, but there is the opportunity to do tried rebreathers out there with different shops and different places.
Even with us here in Dive Ventures in Alpharetta, Gus and I both will do a try rebreather with you. But the rental part of the question is no. Typically, I'm not going to ever say 100%. Typically, you will not be able to rent a rebreather to take a course. You are going to have to commit and buy it, and you'll only get certified on that particular rebreather.
Lizarda is asking if it's possible to skip open circuit and go straight to a rebreather. No, the minimum requirements for rebreather training, depending on the agency, will ask you to be certified on open circuit. You have to be a diver. Some agencies will even require you to be a rescue diver before you can even start rebreather training.
Jack, 10 hours into the Woody rebreather video, now we can start talking about actually setting up your...
Right after he explained how, O2 sensors are alien technology.
Listen, it's going to be this one really is just a start to finish using the checklist. So I showed the checklist. I explained what that step is in the checklist, and then I assemble that part of the checklist. So it's right into it. So,
have you ever dived in Europe? I've only dived in Iceland in Europe. I'm pretty sure you've been in other places, but I've only done Iceland.
Iceland? Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Have you ever dived in Europe?
Yes.
What's the question? Just Iceland for me. Um, let's see. I once eat shark fin soup. I need to redeem myself. Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. Sidewinder for bailout. Well, dual rebreather. Somebody said Sidewinder for bailout CCR. I think they're possibly you're talking about diving dual rebreathers, 2 rebreathers at once. That is a class I know that Ed Sorensen is working on putting together. He actually invited us. Would we be interested in taking the class? Which is shocking because we're just did some more DPV training with him.
I did not expect that invite. He was like, "This is the most high-level class ever. You have to be like ridiculously skilled. Blah blah blah. You guys want to take it?" I'm like,
"Did you see us dive recently with you, Ed, on the DPVs?"
The guy behind you on the last dive. Are you sure about that one?
Maybe he's thinking that over again.
I thought he was drunk or something.
Of course, we said yes, but
yeah,
probably fail. We will fail, I think.
For sure.
There's so many great questions, but I think
keep asking about the gold hunting. That's never gonna happen.
Soon, the gold hunting is happening soon. I've got all the gear for Gus and I, and we have the place that we're gonna do it. So you're gonna see Gus sitting there in a river,
not even at gunpoint,
extremely excited when he finds his minuscule amount of 24 karat gold.
Yep. Not even at gunpoint. I literally live like 15 minutes from Alpharetta. You live closer to Alpharetta than me, so that's awesome. Do you do training and certification for newbies? Yeah, everyone starts as a newbie. So actually, almost every certification is for newbies. So yes, for sure, stop by Sea Ventures / Dive Ventures to get trained.
Have either of you dove off the coast of Okinawa, Japan? No, I dove Chuck Lagoon, which I've talked about before, which is like the most epic closed circuit rebreather wreck diving place in the world.
Do you guys go into dry caves? Never.
And thoughts on shallow solo diving? Look, I don't believe in solo diving. I don't do it. I don't want to use the word I don't believe in it. I don't solo dive.
Yeah. It's a lot more fun with people anyway.
Elle's popping her head up to say hi. Well, I think we're going to have to say goodbye for this one. Thank you so much for your support. We want to keep growing. I'm honored that we are, and it's because of you guys. So we're going to have a lot more giveaways as we reach different levels. Right, Gus?
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. Once again, I see the comments just keep coming in. Really appreciate it. I hate the fact that we have some super chats up there and people keep coming in with more stuff, but we do have some reactions we want to record for you all. By the way, one of the reactions that we recorded, which is coming soon, it's an actual cave dive that goes perfect. Like there's nobody dies. This was awesome. Remember the one that we recorded?
Yes. It is awesome.
That was legit. We are not in it. It's somebody else.
Yep.
But we wanted to show you what a cave dive is like. Just a regular, run-of-the-mill. Well, it's not regular. It's an epic cave dive. But it's a cave dive.
Yes.
And it's great. So expect that. It's coming. Thank you. Everyone donating. They keep stepping in. Again, I hate to cut you off. Love it. If you want some merch, once again, shopdivetalk.com. Just get yourself some merch. Woody was gone over the last few days. I gave a discount code. Hopefully some people took advantage of it. Somebody said that we even sold out in a couple of t-shirts with a discount code. So that was cool. But other than that, people are asking for Ed videos. Yep, there's a lot that we want to do.
Ed and Mike Young and
Woody Jasper, Brian Kaycock.
We have a lot in the works.
So many legends.
Tomorrow, Gus and I are flying to Tampa to do an unbelievable interview with Joe DeTuri.
Oh, yeah.
He's an ex-military diver, a PhD in many things, but he's got his own hyperbaric oxygen treatment centers, and we have some incredible stuff we're going to discuss with him. This guy is dynamic on camera. We're going to keep his content not too high level because we would all be lost, but he is a way of making it super exciting. And I don't know what all he has in store for us. We may end up in the hyperbaric chamber.
Oh boy.
Hope he doesn't make us convulse, but I'm in. Hey, Woody, you want to film yourself convulsing in the hyperbaric chamber? I'm in. If he offers that, I'm in. How about Gus and I convulsing right next to each other?
Let's not.
I'll have my hand on your shoulder while we convulse, and he'll bring us back. I just thought of that. A dual convulsion.
Wow.
Maybe tomorrow.
I wonder if I can cancel my flight.
So
if I can get my money back.
I'm thinking. I like to think, and dual convulsion video. I would keep saying, all right, we gotta go. I like that. I'm gonna ask.
All right. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you on the next giveaway. 50,000 subscribers coming up. Hopefully we can get there. Every time I say next giveaway, I never want to promise anything because I don't want to take anything for granted. I appreciate the support. Hope to see you on the next one. Congratulations to all the winners.